Dana here from Zero to Income. Let's set up a podcast, a new podcast in Libsyn. Here I am in Libsyn. This is a real podcast, IT Path, itpath.net. This is some of the stats of my existing podcast, but what I'm going to do is add a new one. So you would have to start with creating a Libsyn account to get started with this, but I'm going to say add new show. And I'm going to leave my last four here. No promo code, and let's say Zero to Income. First and last name, that's right. And I'm going to say $5 a month. That allows me to do 3 hours of new content per month. Okay, I think that should probably work for now. So I'm going to hit save. Now you have to configure your podcast. And in order to do that, you have to have some artwork. So this artwork needs to be, well, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to hit the little info button here. And it tells us here what that needs to be. So your show's artwork. So a square that's got to be a minimum of 1400 by 1400. And then this one is going to be widescreen artwork, and that one's got to be 1920 by 1080. So let me go get that artwork, and I will be right back. All right, I have my artwork. Let me get back to my Libsyn, and let's add some artwork. So I've got these in my downloads. Let's do this one here. It's my square and my widescreen artwork. Boom. There we go. All right. So this is, I mean, that's not great. That Z needs to be bigger. I mean, this is, but it's functional for now. So now you're going to describe, you're going to write in a description for your podcast. You're going to select some categories. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to pause the video and we'll be right back. Okay. So this is what we have: Zero to Income. I've got my description here. I've chosen some categories. Category 1 is business. I chose category 2 as business careers. And I put the owner name down as both myself and partner I'm working on this project with, Sean Elliott. Put in my email address, put in both of us down as the authors. And we've got this website URL, which we can change later, but this is kind of a placeholder. So it's going to basically just redirect them to the feed until we get zero-to-income.com online, which I do plan to walk through on a video as well. The release frequency, whether or not you have third-party content, this is going to probably impact some copyright and all of that, but we're just saying we don't. And any music that I use will be my own music there. Episodes, clean, English, display episode display limit 300. Well, it'll take us a while to get to there. So I'm going to hit save. And now I've got it set up in Libsyn. Here it is. Now, one question you immediately have is, well, what about how do we deal with Apple and Spotify? So those are two things I need to update here. So what do I do about that? And let's go ahead and hit Apple here, see what this says. Okay, so I need to go do this as well. The destination is missing, right? So I need to update my show settings. Here's the feed URL. All right, so let's set this up. I'm just going to copy this to make it easier. Then I'm going to go to the gear icon, destinations, Apple, edit, paste that here. Dana Morrison and Sean Elliott. Next. I want Libsyn to submit the show. Sure. At least one episode must be. Okay, so I can't finish this now until I publish an episode. So it probably can't do anything with Spotify either. So I'm going to stop right here. This is where we pause. And then what we'll do is when I actually publish the episode, I'll come back and finish this out. But that at least gets you started with setting up your podcast on getting your podcast started on Libsyn. Set up an account on Libsyn. The cheapest plan is $5. I love Libsyn. I think it's great. Their support team is great. I've had some issues sometimes syncing out podcasts, and they've been fantastic. They've immediately jumped on it for me. So that's kind of like the nitty gritty, just getting you started. It's not too complicated. You got to make some artwork. That's probably the longest part of the process. So make some artwork for your business, make a square and make a 1920 by 1080. And you can hit the little info icon on those where you upload those images, and that will tell you again what the sizes are. Make sure you're making them the right sizes. All right. Make it a great day.